still remember the first time we met each other. You were running fashionably late, but that's okay because you were well worth the wait. My friends sat around and joked that I had been stood up, but sure enough, you showed up with your friend. I can still remember this beautiful, tall girl hopping out of the car, looking eager to see me. We met up with our friends to go mudding that night, and I remember sitting in the truck next to you, wondering what you thought about me. After we had got done mudding, our friend Josh had told us about this haunted factory to check out, but most of us were too freaked out to go in. But as soon as I got out of the truck, you were quick to fall behind me. This was when I became aware that you were a ride or die chick that would come with me no matter how scary something may be, even though we still ran back to the truck as fast as we could when we thought we heard something. I still think back to this day often and realize that life can be a scary place too. But as long as we have each other's backs, there is nothing we can't overcome. We have been almost inseparable since we have met. Everything we do together has felt so natural. It's like we've always belonged together. I have loved every minute being a part of not only your life, but Liam's too. I promise to be the best father I can to Liam. I promise to be the best husband I can be to you. I promise to be your rock, your shoulder to cry on. I promise to set the example for this family. I promise to help you accomplish your dreams. I also promise to kill all the spiders in the house from here on out. I am not sure where we might end up in this world, but I know you will be by my side the whole time. I appreciate all you do for me and Liam, and I am proud of how hard you work at school. I'm blessed to have someone as intelligent and as beautiful as you as my wife.
I had gas in my car, who seemed to always solve whatever problem I had. He loved me regardless of whatever rules I seemed to break, cheered me on in everything I did, and for the first year of Liam's life, he was his father figure. And from the first time I saw you, I just kind of knew that you were my person. I was instantly comfortable around you and intrigued by you, and 3 years later, I still am. If I would have written a list of the qualities I wanted and needed in a man, they would have perfectly described you, but they would not have done you any justice. You are the most kind, patient, and loving man that I have ever met. You are my biggest supporter and my best friend. You tell me what I need to hear. You constantly inspire me to be a better me, to try harder, to be a better friend, and to make a better effort at not being so critical of myself. You bring out the best in me while keeping me on my toes. You know me better than anyone in this world, and you choose to still love me. You chose to be a father when you didn't have to be, and knowing that you love Liam and only want the best for him in life, this goes to show what an amazing man you truly are. Knowing that my parents are proud of the man I'm marrying means the world to me, and not only are they proud of who you are and the type of man that you are, they're thankful to know that Liam and I both have you in our lives. I love the woman and mother that I am with you. Because of your love, I feel like I can face anything in the world. I realize just how lucky Liam and I both are to have found you, and I couldn't imagine building a life with anyone else. I promise to always support you when the world gets hard and to be the safe place that you can come home to. I promise to always help you find your jeans when you can't remember where you put them. I promise to pray for you every day. I promise to always be in the stands recording when you set a new best time at the track. I promise to throw a little love your way when you seem stressed out or mad. And I promise to trust and value your opinions and stand by your actions. I promise to always be faithful and love you and to put our marriage first. And I promise not to sweat all the small stuff, like when you finished the drink that we were supposed to be sharing. I promise to never take your love for granted, and to make a home where we can raise our children in the way God intended us to. I promise to keep life exciting and to make marriage our biggest adventure. You're my sun and my stars, and I never could have imagined I would be lucky enough to find somebody as amazing as you to spend my life with.
We didn't practice that part. Howard just vowed to court me after me. I I, Kyle, take you, Courtney, to be my wife,
I, Kyle, take you, Courtney, to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer and poorer,
in sickness or in health,
in sickness or health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
until death do us part.
And as God is my witness,
And as God is my witness,
I give you my promise.
I give you my promise.
All right, Courtney, repeat after me as well. Just bow to Kyle. I, Courtney, take you, Kyle, to be my husband,
I, Courtney, take you, Kyle, to be my husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
And as God is my witness,
And as God is my witness,
I give you my promise.
I give you my promise.
Changing rings. Having this kind of love in your hearts, you have chosen to exchange rings as a sign and a seal of the vows that you have made today. As you wear these rings, whether together or apart for a moment, may they be a constant reminder of the glad promises that you have made today. Kyle, take the ring and put it on Courtney's hand and repeat this promise after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow.
as a symbol of my vow.
With all that I am,
With all that I am,
with all that I have,
with all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and the Son,
and the Son,
and the Holy Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Courtney, put the ring on Kyle's hand and repeat this promise after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow.
as a symbol of my vow.
And with all that I am,
And with all that I am,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and the Son,
and the Son,
and the Holy Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. They're going to plant a unity tree today. So, here's your tree. Kyle and Courtney are planting this tree as a symbol of their marriage. And the tree needs to be nourished in order to grow deep roots and to produce a fruit. And this tree will be planted in their yard as a constant reminder of how much they love and care for one another. And maybe one day we'll have peaches from this tree. This may be the last time I get to talk to him this way, so I'm going to take full advantage of this. I asked 4 couples that I trust. And the 4 couples that I asked was this. If there was one tip, one marriage tip, do you want to give them? What would it be? Now see, this 4 couples has over 150 years of marriage, so there's good experience in this marriage. So I'm going to give you these 7 tips. Tip number 1, there's no importance, I'll let you figure it out. Tip number 1 is keep Jesus the center. Kyle, love Courtney as Christ loves the church. And Courtney, respect your husband. Second one is keep everything, keep Jesus at the center of your life and at your family's life. Tip number 3 is you have to die to yourself and not feel the need to always be right. Tip 4, pray together at the beginning of every day. Tip number 5, don't worry so much about the day-to-day things. Remember to have fun together. Number 6, stay best friends and enjoy each other in all ways. And number 7 says your marriage is like this venue. It required hard work on your part, communication and partnership, planning with a goal in mind. But always remember that love was the glue that binds it all together. So may that love be the very center of everything you do. So as we come together how important you have come before us and before God and has expressed your desire to be husband and wife. And you have shown your love and affection by joining of hands, by making a promise of faith and devotion to each other. And you've sealed these promises by the giving and the receiving of rings. Therefore, I pronounce you husband and wife, and may God bless you and give you peace. And may what God has joined together let no one separate. And so with that, I pronounce you husband and wife. So Kyle, you can kiss your bride.